Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. My name is Jatan with All Things Jatan, and if you are new here, I share content of my solo mom journey, my health and wellness, and everything else you can think of in between. On this particular morning, I had to get up extra early to start making my daughter's lunch. One of the things I like to normally do is get it all done the night before. However, was getting ready to start my cycle, and if you are a woman, you know during that time of the month you're a little bit tired than most days. So I chose to prioritize getting some rest over that. But I made up a pot of spaghetti, that way that could be her lunch as well as dinner for later on in the day. Now, because I like to spend my morning being intentional, getting in my word, I had to utilize the YouVersion Bible app on my phone to get the daily scripture. Now, one thing that I like about my daughter being in kindergarten this year is that I'm able to bring her own lunch. When she was in pre-K, I had to have just a doctor's note just to get permission to even have her to her 80-20. 80% of the time we're going to choose the right things. 20% of the time we are going to splurge. So to keep her hot foods hot, I am using this thermos. I got it off of Amazon last year, and what I usually do is just heat up my kettle, let it sit for about 10 minutes, and it's supposed to keep her food hot for 6 to 12 hours. To go along with her spaghetti, I just packed a bag of Doritos. That's at 20%. That's sugar-free applesauce, the Z-Bar, and I always like to check her bag when she gets home just to see the things that she enjoyed and maybe the things that she didn't get around to finish. Another thing that I normally like to get out the way at night as well is just to fix up her hair. I had to redo a couple of her ponytails. As you can see, her ballies are getting a little bit loose. Taylor is a rough sleeper, so sometimes I just don't even bother with it until the morning of. By the time she gets from school, it rarely looks the way that she left anyway. Don't ask me
between me and you. I feel a chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, it can't be replaced. So no one else can do what you do. That's why I spend my life with you. I won't please you anyway.
For the most part, the mornings have still been kind of hectic for us. We're still trying to get used to her going off to school first, and just getting out the door with a positive attitude. She loves school though. She really looks forward to being there, and you'll see how much she loves school later on in the video. Because it's still dark in the mornings, I do drive her to the bus stop every morning, and then I also go to pick her up in the afternoon.
Welcome back to another video. As y'all saw, I was getting my morning started. I got up early this morning. This week I will not be going to the gym at all, just because I have to do a lot of things. And when I say a lot of things, I mainly, like right now I just had to get Taylor from her school. She said, "Why did you pick me up now?" I'm gonna try to insert it in this video. She said, "We had just went to gym."
It's my favorite part of the day.
So you ain't want me to come get you now?
No, we didn't start nothing.
Well, girl, guess what? Your sister and them got an appointment, so I had to come and get you. Class, and you know that's my favorite part of the day. Y'all, she is having a ball in school. Then on top of that, let me think of which way would be the best way. Okay, I'm gonna go this way. Then on top of that, she says her teacher aide ended up being, because in kindergarten they always...
I was lost because I thought you was at the bus where the buses came, but nobody was there. And no buses was there. So I just knocked on the 4th grader's door, and a 4th grader answered the door, and I said, "Can I talk to your teacher?" And he said, "Go ahead." And the teacher came up from her desk and said, "What do you need?" And then I told her I need to go to my class, then go to
Y'all.
Then she took me. Then I found this Palmer because she thought I was lost. And then I got you.
She 5, y'all. She 5. Like, she said, I went to the classroom, talked to the 4th grader. I hope y'all can hear everything she just said, because, honey, my baby sat up there and said what it was. And that's what I was saying to her, because I ended up, so that's what I was saying. I ended up running in to her teacher aide in the office. And I said, how my girl doing? Because I told her I went and met with them prior to her starting school. And she said she get a little bit sassy. She said, but one thing I realize is what she don't want us to do. And I said, what's that? She said she don't want us to, or whatever. So she said, I know as soon as we, you know, say anything referencing you, she get it together. She said, but we appreciate her so much because she's such a great helper. And I knew that that was going to be the case because Taylor is very advanced. Like, she's 5 now, but she'll be 6 in October. So she missed the cutoff to start school last year. But she can read some things, like she can articulate, she knows her math. Like, the girl is very, very a bright child or whatever. And even her pre-K teacher last year was telling me, she was like, I would not be surprised if she's in like a gifter program and stuff like that. So I knew that it would be a good chance that in the classroom setting that she's in, that she might be around other kids that may have not gone into like a pre-K program. This might be their first experience with school, or you know, what have you. So the first day of school, they wrote to me and was like, you know, she helped 2 of her friends like that didn't know how to do something. So that's just like been a commonality. And the lady was like, you never know, she might be a teacher herself one day, because she likes to help. But I always tell her, like, even if it's something, because I know her, like, when you know your child, you know what they're capable of. And I was telling her, even if it's something you know, you have to allow the teacher to teach, because your other friends may be on different levels. We want all our friends to be smart, bright, and be able to get the same attention as everybody else. So the teacher was like, you know, sometimes she don't even wait for a child to ask for help and she helping, you know what I mean? So I'm like, you gotta be, I'm gonna have to have a talk with her about that too, because they've already done some forms of testing in the school. So, you know, just knowing when that you can help, like, let the teacher ask, because even at home, she's like, oh, mommy, well, I was doing this and I was just trying to help. And I'm like, girl, you ain't never drove a car before, so why did you think I needed you to drive it out the garage? Now, I'm exaggerating, but it be along the lines of things that she's never done before, or things I've never asked her to do that you're trying to take the lead on and go and do. Now, I'm grateful and appreciative even at home, because she's willing to do things that it's hard getting her sisters to do. But needless to say, we are on our way to go get Jordan. Then we have to pick up Kason. They have a dentist appointment. And to my families out there, I know y'all probably don't need to hear me say this, but a lot of like my inner circle, my village, even my friends that are married always say, be like, girl, we don't know how you do it. We don't know how you do it. And I'm like, they be like, I'm married and, you know, it's still hard for us. And I never want to glamorize being like a solo mom or anything like that. Because like I tell them, honey, it's ghetto. Because guess what I'm doing right now? I had to get her half a day, even though she's not the one with the dentist appointment, because I didn't want the bus. Now, mind you, the day is just about over. I didn't want the bus to come and she's waiting at the bus and nobody's there to get her. Because mind you, on the last vlog, I was telling y'all how the bus driver has not been on time yet. Yes.
Why did you not ask Kaylee mom to take me home?
Because Kaylee's mom would not be, she's not at the bus stop in the afternoon. Remember, her Kason goes to after school program. Remember? She's so mad that she missed gym.
But why did you ask Kaylee, like Kaylee?
Because Kaylee goes to school with Jordan. So if I'm going to get Jordan from school right now, how's she going to get you from the bus? Jordan and Kason get home after you. Can I finish my conversation with your people?
No. How about you say Kelly can take a half the day so you can go get Taylor?
Anyway, Anyway, so yeah, I don't ever want it to be like glamorized, but I feel like even in marriages, even in families to where you have the support, there's going to be times to where you have to improvise and just make things happen. So I had to get Taylor so that she would not be waiting at the bus stop. They would not even let her off the bus stop if somebody that's on her sheet is not there to get her. So she's going to the dentist appointment with us. Their appointment is at 3 o'clock. It's fairly quick. And then also I have to make sure that Kaysen is at her volleyball practice. So she has volleyball. I'm gonna have to take her back to school so that she can go to volleyball practice. And then I gotta get back home to finish up my work or whatever. That is one thing that I'm grateful for, is just like I've been at my job for over 21 years now, and I'm never intentionally like a problem. I have that rapport, that work ethic to like where, you know, my manager, if I got an appointment, I put it on a calendar, let everybody know where I might need that support or somebody to step up at, and it's always not a problem. We all do something different on my team from that aspect. So and I'm salary, so a lot of times I could just, whether I work 1 hour or 90 hours, I get paid the same thing. So being as though I have a short week because of my upcoming procedure, I just want to make sure that I'm ahead on the things that I have to get done. I don't want to leave somebody behind to have to do my work. I have a good relationship with my coworkers and everything like that. I always try to make sure that, like, even my work for July was done in August. Everything that I could do in July for August was done in advance. So that is like how I just like to operate. I don't want nobody to be like, oh, Jatan left all this work, because they got their own work to do. A regular day of me navigating in the chaos, just making things work. It's, first of all, I already had these dentist appointments scheduled from the last time we went, and I had to push it back, as a matter of fact, because their 6-month checkup would have been when they were in Delaware. So I had to push it back to like where they would have both been home, and this is like when I was able to get them both in. And then Taylor will be going at a later date, y'all, because I forgot to add my girl to my plan on the insurance. And when I realized it, I tried to add her in January, and it was like, oh, you know, the cutoff time. And I don't know what I was thinking, because like on my benefits it says child or children, so you could have 1 child, it'll be the same price, or you could have 15 and it'll be the same price. But with the fact that we're in the process of completing the it will be considered a new event, and I'll be able to, like, once that's done, I'll be able to go ahead and add her to that, because the only way you can add a person to your benefits is if there is a new event in place. I don't know if my mom looking, because one thing about being down here in the South, come on mama, go ahead girl. See, like, I'm from up north, so let me tell you one thing I noticed about living down here in the South. You don't got no snacks in your lunchbox? You ate your lunch already?
I didn't eat that cold pasta. And then I ate nothing cold.
Well, why was it cold when I heated it up? That was fresh pasta. I made that this morning.
I literally felt it was cold.
You had a feeling, so you didn't even try it?
I did.
Okay, Taylor. Girl, bye. Because, honey.
Yeah, I did.
Exactly. So one thing I noticed about being down here in the South is if you are trying to merge out, a person will stop oncoming traffic on the highway just to let you go. Now up north, honey, we ain't doing all that. Like, you gonna have to wait until it died down for us to go. Like, so I'll be trying to be mindful, because a couple people have let me go in times to where I was sitting there waiting. Good Molly, oh golly. I was like, please let me go, Sister Mary. And my mom just let me out. I mean, I just had to let my mom out. But that be the thing. The reason why we be like that up north is because y'all get out and don't want to put no pedal to the metal. Like, I can't be letting you go and you going 40 miles per hour. The speed limit is 70. So I'm gonna need you, excuse me. It's not time to open up that spaghetti now.
Okay, I'm not eating the spaghetti now.
And you better make sure that lid is on tight because who's gonna be cleaning that out? All right, y'all, so I'm gonna check back in with y'all in a second. I am picking up Jordan, y'all good niece. I'll bring y'all back on so she can say hi to y'all.
My school have a police officer too.
I seen him. He was up there trying to be smart, talking about you almost missed the cutoff, honey. Y'all was going to let me get my child whether y'all wanted to or not, sir. He was saying, but her teacher, I had already let her teacher know that I was going to be picking her up early on class dojo. And she was like, just try to be here by 2 because after that time, they don't let them. Come on. This is right on. I don't know. All right. So kid number 2 is picked up and secured and was irking and working. This is my oldest, y'all. Jordan is 15. She'll be 16 in March. Tell me why I went in there. The lady ain't even asked for my ID. That's number 1. Number 2, it does give like my name as an option on the drop down. And I done been up there enough last year that, honey, they probably remember. But she gonna text me on the phone talking about so embarrassing, and I'm like, what is embarrassing? Yeah, she gonna say never again. So I'm like thinking to myself, honey, never again what? You had a dentist appointment, honey. Like, who was they supposed to call on the intercom? She gonna say, I told you to tell them that my last name is Foster. They gonna say Jordan Foster Combs. When I tell you that is your name, honey. Like, girl, I was gonna give your dad some credit to your name, honey. It was not gonna be the full thing. So I didn't even realize that that's what she was irked and worked about. Like, girl, you don't come on. And then I had posted on my Facebook page how I went to go take my middle daughter. She forgot her binder. Like within the first couple of days of school, she forgot her band binder at home. So, you know, being a nice mom that I am sometimes, I went and took her binder to her bus stop. And when I got there, all the kids was there. So now my middle schooler and my high schooler, they're at the bus stop at the same time. So they can't leave the house together, but they don't. Why y'all don't be going to the bus stop with each other?
Because Kason bus comes at 7:49. Sometimes she just doesn't want to leave when I'm there.
You be trying to act new in front of?
No, I be with her.
Period. Okay, big sis.
And they all speak to her too.
Oh, they put some respect. That's because, you know, Kason a little bit bigger than you. So, honey, they probably think that if you have any issues, that Kason ain't for it. That's what it's giving.
Anything that's me with her.
Jordan is the overprotector sister. Like, if Taylor's having a problem with somebody at pre-K, honey, Jordan wants to know who, point them out. Where they, and I'm like, honey, she was in the wrong. Like,
okay, well, we're going to discuss that after the fact.
But needless to say, y'all know I get distracted, honey. I took her binder at the bus stop. And I'm a greeter at church. So that's like one of the areas. I'm a hostess and a greeter at church. So, you know, if you walking up or whatever, like walking in, I'm going to make sure that if you got a family of 10, I'm going to sit y'all all together. I'm going to make sure that y'all got ample seats and all that other stuff. So, when I get to the bus stop, I tell all the kids, good morning, good morning. Ain't nobody say it back. But Jordan walked away. Kason was still standing there smiling. Jordan was like, Mom, you were so embarrassing. But I be thinking to myself, like, some kids don't hear that. Like, some kids don't hear, like, a upbeat, positive. And she even said that. Like, she's in French this year. So, she was like, I really like my teacher. She's real upbeat. Like, do. Like, and I can understand that. That makes all of all the difference to a person that's in an environment to learn. So, I ain't see nothing wrong with me telling the kids, good morning. Then, on top of that, when we first moved into my neighborhood, mind y'all, Jordan didn't go there until her 8th grade year. She's in 10th grade now. So I seen a group of kids walking, and I didn't just want to isolate the girls and the boys because it was like a group of girls and a group of boys walking. And I was kind of hesitant at first because it was the boys there or whatever. But I had stopped alongside them, and Jordan was like in my passenger seat or whatever. And I was like, excuse me, y'all. And they was like, yes. I was like, what grade y'all going to, or whatever. And they was like saying basically the same grade as my daughter, that they was all going to the same school. So I'm like, oh, here go my daughter. We just moved here from Delaware or whatever. This is my daughter, Jordan. I'm like, say hi, Jordan. And I'm wondering why she not responding back. I look over, Jordan down in the seat. Jordan down in the seat like, girl, I can't make this stuff up. Like, when I tell y'all my kids.
Cause I told you not to. Nobody told you to pull back around.
But look who she friends with now at the end of the day. And not only that, like, I don't know if it's because I was born in December. My birthday December 13th. I'll be 40 this year. I've always been outgoing. I've always gotten what I want in life. I've always, like, if we gotta sit up there and go through the next 4 years, like, I just always been that type of girl. So I don't know who these kids are, like, cause it don't give me.
My mom, I could have made friends on my own.
Like, I'll even go, like, a couple of, like, videos that I did, and I need to get back to that, but it's kind of busy when back to school starts. Like, my daughter is in volleyball now, like, but I even do solo dates by myself. I go out to eat by myself, like, so it just, I don't know. How come
you should have went and got Case and Antonopoulos on your way back.
I had to get Taylor first, because after 2 o'clock I wouldn't have been able to get her, and because your school is right there, I got this.
Yeah.
What else was I going to say?
Mommy?
Yes.
After gym, we go to art, music, then...
She ain't going to let this die down,
theater
y'all.
class, then all other classes. We do a lot of classes after that, so we will definitely have time.
Okay. Well, honey, I promise you, you ain't got no more happy days this month, okay?
Yeah.
I ain't got to pick you up no other time.
Thank you.
I'll be back, yo. Have a good day.
Bye. Miss Green was like, after she had that meeting, everybody left.
Y'all,
So crazy in there though.
I am in the car with the last of the Mohicans, Kason. Period. Go to. Now that's time. So 4 plus 4, no.
After the dentist, I had to drop Kason back off at school for volleyball practice. Now the next day I started having a little bit more energy, so I figured I'd get up and go work out. Why did I have my pants on the wrong side? But hey, I wasn't changing. Now because I know I wasn't able to make it to the gym this week, and I have a couple days prior to me getting my procedure done, I was like, let me go down here and jump, especially with having a little bit of energy. It's not like it was months ago, but hey, I gotta take what I can get at this point. I don't want to lose sight of my goals that I set for myself for the rest of the year. So we're gonna go ahead and get some jumping in. And while I'm jumping, I'm listening to my cousin Tiffany's her vlog. Also has a YouTube channel. It's called Hanginwithtipnicole. So head on over there and check her out and tell her I sent you. So y'all, I have started to go through my inventory, my fall things. And I remember I had this under my sink. So as I was getting ready to start the dishwasher, I remember that I had this that I had a couple years ago. I myself personally, like, since I become like a homeowner or whatever, hold on, let me sit y'all up. Oh, these bags under these eyes. Since I become a homeowner, I try to only buy things that I could see myself keeping around for the long haul. Even if I swap out or, you know, change the look of things, I pretty much try to get things that are simple and that can be added to it to like elevate my space and everything. So that vase I will definitely be bringing out. Sorry for the light. I will definitely be bringing out this fall season. I feel like if I would say like any time of the year that I keep my decor up the longest, I would definitely say the fall, because
I always start putting out my fall stuff the month of August as soon as they start selling pumpkin spice. And I was not even a pumpkin spice girl until I started mixing it with other things, and I just became a believer. Like, I feel like pumpkin spice and chai is always gonna bust down. I feel like pumpkin spice and any type of cookie flavoring, now I'm talking about coffee now, I feel like it's gonna always bust down. Now that my cycle, like, I've been a few days, let me turn all this way. Now that it's been like a few days into my cycle, that light is still, I can't get away from these lights. Sorry about that, y'all. I feel like my cravings have died down. My good sis Nicole, she has a YouTube page as well. I also follow her on Threads, and she says something about like her bad cramps and everything like that. And for me, I never was a person that experienced bad cramps. Even when I first started my cycle, I never experienced. Mine is like the heavy cycles, like the heavy, like when I first found out how bad my iron levels were, they were real low. And like my doctor was like, you know, because you have heavy cycles and you've been experiencing them since you were younger, like you've lost enough blood for a lifetime. So what I always experience leading up to my time of the month is carbs. I feel like I've achieved like success doing low carb, keto and all that until it's that time of the month, because for some reason that has me in a chokehold. Because when it's that time of the month, all I want is like pastas, cakes, carbs, stuff like that. And I really get so mad because no matter how strong I be thinking that I am, I cannot shake those cravings. And it's like, it set me back. Like, I feel like that's when I start to gain my weight and all of that. Like, I have not put, I'm still nowhere near where I used to be, but even going backwards 5-6 pounds, like that bothers me. Like, I'm very hard on myself. I'm very dedicated to like my journey and everything like that. So I don't like when I have those back steps, and I know that a lot of it comes down to like what I'm eating, because you can't outwork out a bad diet, and I'm here to tell you that. So my fast ended at like 9 something. Well, it was supposed to have ended, my timer. It is 11:35 and I am getting hungry. So I feel like to keep the momentum of me, when it comes to like my energy levels, my focus and everything, I'm just going to go ahead and make my breakfast. I'm not going to share it on here because I feel like y'all know my regular. I got some chicken sausage. I'm going to do my toast. I finally was able to get the Killer's Dave toast, white, that is 70 calories. Like, so I'm glad about that. The other time they didn't have the low calorie. Sometimes you gotta switch up your stores. Kroger had it. I've been relying on Publix a lot. I still love you, Publix. Like, that's where this cake comes from. We got this Sunday after church, and now that I'm looking at it, like, the nutrition label didn't matter when I was in the thick of things. But 1/6 of this cake is 320 calories, and this cake was good. It has like these little lemon morsels on top. Like, Publix cake is just like top tier. Like, somebody aunt that got the rolls in the back is in their bakery. I'm convinced that that's who in there making them cakes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish putting away some stuff. My sink is still a mess because I have not gotten around to cleaning up the mess from the can busting. I ended up seeing that I had a package from Canopy. I cannot wait to try out their water filter. Let me get it, as a matter of fact. I haven't even opened it. Hold on. Yeah, so I got a shower head from the company called Canopy, and it's a water filtered shower head, and it's supposed to help out with your skin. Why would I open up this box like this? But things like that. So I can't wait to like try it out, see if I notice any difference and things like that. So, oh goodness. Oh, this is too cute. And I got black because y'all already know anything black is... where can I sit, y'all? Okay, let me do it this way. Anything black is going to be for me. I'm convinced. So this is like the box that it comes in. Filter, shower head. And one thing that I have been noticing is like I'm needing to lather up a lot. Like I definitely feel like my water from the shower dries my skin and stuff like that. I definitely notice that my hair tends to be a little bit more on a brittle side. I'm having to do more deep conditioning within my hair, and I really feel like that is due to my water system or whatever. So I'm super excited to try this out, and I'll keep y'all posted. Y'all know I don't gatekeep, so anytime that I find something that I love, especially when I said earlier to my kids, like, it's a lot cheaper buying 1 meal and loving it and then compare to 4. But if I go somewhere, like, they be trying to act like I don't know what's good and all that, I'm like, y'all the reason why y'all got taste. I'm the reason. So I'm gonna definitely put y'all D, if let y'all know how I like it and everything. I feel like some things you gotta try multiple times. You can't just give up on the thing. Anything in life, you can't just try that one time and be like, oh no, this don't work. You gotta try multiple times, and everybody's different. So I'm definitely looking forward to trying this out. I'm gonna show you guys. So this is super cute.
Isn't flattery, it's just annoying me, and I'm too about it. And the dirt that they threw on my name turned to soil, and I grew about it. Time for y'all to figure out what y'all gonna do about it. Big wheels keep rolling and rolling. I'm outside, 29, G5, seaside. I've been losing friends and finding peace.
I forgot to give y'all a take on a book that I had just finished reading as well. It was Clap When the Plane Lands or whatever, the book that I was reading on the last thing. I'm gonna make sure that I got the right title. I did finish the book, you guys, and one thing that I'm trying to do as I get back into reading, like I just feel like everything has become simpler, convenient. So if you don't have time to sit there and physically hold a book, you got Audible. Like, you can get your reading in by using something like Audible. So one thing that I said is that if I check out a book on there, I have to commit to it. I have to see it through. I have to finish the book in its entirety. And that's what I did. Now, starting off, I believe the author is like a poet. Like, she does poetry as well, and you definitely get the vibes from the video from that. Let me try to sit y'all in front of y'all. I'm doing these dishes in front. Let me sit y'all in front of me. So you definitely get the vibes from the Audible from that. But it started off slow to me. Like, I felt like she was trying to like set you up, let you know who like the characters was, what their background was and everything. But towards the middle, I remember being at the gym and I'm like, what happened? I know you ain't getting ready to say da 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 da. So you definitely had moments throughout the book that gave you that effect or whatever. I did start this other book recently, and I think I'm gonna play it back because I checked out 2 books at a time. And I really haven't had the time to give it like my full undivided attention. So I don't feel like I really digest. Like, I'm the type of person that even if it comes down to a movie or a show that I'm watching, if I can't get into it, I'll be like, hold on, let me restart it because maybe I'm going to miss something in it. Or like, if I know I'm not giving it my undivided attention, I'll be like, hold on. Like, so I am about like 17 to 20 minutes in. So for some reason, I feel like maybe I should restart it. I feel like I know where it's going. So maybe I won't. Because I restarted the other book and I really didn't need to. Because like I said, I felt like I restarted that particular book and that story because of the simple fact that it was a lot of details being given. Yeah, so I'm washing these dishes. I'm going to show y'all in just a second because I got it on my phone. So that's another way that I try to be intentional about hitting my goals is if I'm doing stuff around the house or whatever, I try to bring my phone or whatever I'm listening to it on with me. So it says, the book is called Excuse Me While I Ugly Cry, and it's by Joya Gaffney. This is what it looks like. I'll try to remember to link the app that I get my books from. Like I said, one of them is called Hoopla. It's spelled Hoopla. And then the other one is Libby. And you're just going to link your local library card, and you're able to check books. I didn't even get to the forks and stuff, but I've been had this pot one, so I'm going to use what I got. But you're able to link your library card to those particular apps to check out books and everything. So sorry for my angle. That's how I've been looking at them, and I've been like, the only thing is I wish that they had all the audibles, but I know they probably like, look, we already gave you a free, like it's already free. You get what I'm saying? Like, I know that's probably, you know, ain't nothing ever good enough for us, but I would love to like see more authors and stuff like that on there. But for now, I'm gonna get what I can get. Beggars can't be choosers. And I feel like this is gonna help me to see what I like. I definitely think I'm gonna get like a thriller in there, a suspense, crime, mystery and all that. I'll keep y'all posted. If you are a book reader, if you like audibles and all that, comment down below what y'all think I should read. And let me tell y'all something about y'all good niece, Jordan, okay? Because I noticed it as I just opened my refrigerator. I don't know what it is, but she would like literally save anything down to a water bottle. And I'm sick of her when she does that. Like we went and got subs after church from Publix on Sunday. Why is your sub still in the refrigerator? Like by now, you know you're not gonna eat that sub. But that's what I mean. Like when Jordan goes to her dad's, her grandparents and all that, like Jordan is dating, she's my oldest, she's my 15-year-old. It's like, when she come home, she thinks she ain't gotta lift a finger. Like, oh, I didn't have that, I didn't touch that, I didn't move that. Honey, we all live here together. I didn't sit up there and wear your clothes, but they got washed. You get what I'm saying? So, I just had to talk with her this morning as she left the door, because you want me to sign this 10-part application for cheerleading, and I ain't seen you lift a finger since you've been home. Yeah. So we're going to continue to get some stuff done. I got a message from Kaysen's coach that there's no volleyball practice. So I feel like there's some things that when they get home, I could put back on them. Y'all go put your own clothes up. Make sure that they do their bathroom. Make sure that the bathroom downstairs gets clean, because what? We in this together, right? It don't give Molly over here, okay? I am going to try to go for another walk. I don't know if I'm going to go to the park, because I kind of want Taylor, she's been asking to ride her dirt bike or whatever that my mom got for her. So I kind of want to allow her time and opportunity to do that. You all see my watch already from getting up doing something earlier, so I'm already at that. Yeah, once that gets to 600, I'm done. I'm done. Like, that's why I like to get things done and over with early as possible. Hoping that Taylor bus don't be taking all long today, because one thing about me, I'll go home and then I just feel like maybe I need to go ahead and get some air tags so that I could be tracking to know that I'm not leaving the house too early, too late, stuff like that. So let me know what y'all do. Has your bus got it together? Because this has been the same thing even last year. I swear, I feel like they only have one bus driver for our district, and that bus driver does the drop-offs and pickups for all the schools. Like, I'm convinced. Taylor, can you put this back in the refrigerator for me, please? So I just made up this concoction. All I did was use some ground beef, put some peppers in there. I had some swerve I didn't have any hot sauce though, so I had added this because I was gonna make like this firecracker sauce. So I just had to use this to like make up my sauce, and I use sesame oil as my base to like really give it that taste. Say hi to my sister, y'all.
Hey. And here's my halo, y'all.
Oh look, there go Sante calling.
Off of me.
Gifted by Febreze. Thank you, Febreze, for sending me over. So I already started a pile, so these are the things that I'm going to be taking. It's several other things. I just feel like it's so disorganized, and I got to get on this. So here's the accessories. This that came with the shower head too. I'm trying to get out before the sun goes down. They definitely have this taped up and secured. Oh, I was trying to show you all as well that this came in the box. It has a magnet. It says canopy on there. I'm excited, y'all. And these are the things that come in there. Oh, you can wrap. These are the little silicone things that you can put your oils in. And I guess that this is used to give it like a better grip so that it's not slipping and sliding. And then, like I said, from the package, you don't need any tools. They supply you with everything. So, and even this says canopy on there. So I already took off my shower head, and this is the filter that goes in there. This is what it looks like. I cannot wait to use. And this is where it goes. So I just have to put that back inside of here. Very super easy to install. So this is how you change the settings on a shower head. So relaxing. That's what I got kids for. So we are at the place to drop off the clothes. I said, y'all gotta get out and put the clothes in there in case someone say you too. I said, that's what you got kids for. So these are all over. So I'm just gonna have them put that in there, and then we're gonna go ahead and head to the car wash. Oh, they take shoes, everything, so that's good to know. I clipped it up as I was editing.
Remind me when I get off
horizon. With you tonight as on an island.